When did comfort become the goal instead of growth? You weren't born for comfort, you were born for adaptation. Every muscle, every habit, every ounce of resilience you've ever gained came from something that once made you uncomfortable. But somewhere along the way, society convinced you that comfort was the reward. That the purpose of life was to feel good, stay safe, and avoid struggle. The problem is that comfort doesn't make you stronger. It makes you forget what you're capable of. The Stoics had a word for this, euthymia, inner calm that comes from living with purpose, not pleasure. They believed pain wasn't punishment. It was the test that revealed who you really are. Every time you face discomfort, you are being shaped. When you lift something heavy, the muscle tears, then it rebuilds stronger. When you face heartbreak, your spirit cracks, then it learns how to love without losing itself. When life strips away your plans, it's not cruelty, it's calibration. Growth begins where comfort ends. Let's be honest. Most people don't hate pain, they hate uncertainty. They hate not knowing when it will stop. They hate not being in control. But the truth is, the greatest strength you'll ever build is learning to stay steady when control disappears. You don't need things to be easy. You need to be capable when they're not. Think of the strongest people you know. They're not the ones who avoided failure. They're the ones who met it, fell apart, and rebuilt. Again and again. Discomfort isn't the enemy, it's the instructor. It shows you your limits so you can expand them. It strips away illusions so you can see what truly matters. It humbles you so you can finally grow without ego. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every obstacle is not blocking your path, it is the path. You will never outgrow struggle. You can only outgrow avoidance. You cannot pray for strength while running from resistance. You cannot ask for wisdom without experiencing loss. Discomfort is the universe asking, are you ready for more? The people who grow are the ones who stop waiting for the perfect moment. They show up trembling, unsure, but still willing. They understand that progress doesn't feel like progress when it's happening. It feels like pressure. But pressure is what turns potential into proof. Look at the seasons. Winter strips everything bare, yet spring follows it every time. Nature never fights the cold. It endures it. It uses it. Discomfort is your winter. Don't resist it. Evolve through it. When you choose discomfort voluntarily, discipline, routine, patience, life rewards you with peace. When you avoid it, life forces it upon you through chaos. You're going to experience pain either way. The difference is whether it builds you or breaks you. Every time you take the harder path, something in you strengthens quietly. When you say no to distraction, yes to consistency, and show up when you don't feel like it, you're training your future self to lead with stability instead of emotion. There's no growth without friction. There's no mastery without repetition. There's no resilience without resistance. Discomfort doesn't mean something is wrong. It means something is working. Think back to a time when you were truly proud of yourself. It wasn't after an easy day, it was after a hard one. The one where you wanted to quit but didn't. That moment was you meeting a stronger version of yourself for the first time. When you start viewing discomfort as a sign of growth instead of danger, everything changes. You stop chasing comfort and start chasing capacity. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? Napoleon Hill once said, every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Discomfort plants that seed. But you have to water it with patience, effort, and faith. Most people quit before the bloom. There will be seasons when you're tired, uncertain, and tempted to go back to what feels easy. But remember, ease doesn't lead to excellence. The path of least resistance leads straight to regret. The Stoics didn't pray for comfort, they prayed for endurance. They knew the goal wasn't to escape hardship, but to remain unshaken within it. They didn't see pain as punishment, they saw it as the forge that shapes character. If you run from discomfort, you run from your own evolution. If you embrace it, you become someone who cannot be broken by life, only refined by it. Strength doesn't arrive with applause. It arrives quietly, through repetition. When you choose discipline over distraction. When you choose truth over ego. When you choose progress over pity. That's when you realize that growth isn't glamorous. It's gritty. It's sweat, patience, silence, and repetition. It's falling in love with becoming instead of waiting to arrive. Discomfort teaches you self-respect. It reminds you that peace is not the absence of challenge, but the ability to stay grounded through it. It makes you stop running from effort and start seeing effort as freedom. Because once you stop fearing discomfort, you stop fearing life. Growth begins when comfort ends. And the moment you stop seeking ease, you start becoming unstoppable. Thank you for stopping by. If this video helped you in any way, subscribe and join the journey. Your peace deserves consistency.